Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. We're doing an unboxing of a figure I've been looking forward to for quite some time. It's the Inhumans set from Mezco Toys. First, let's talk about this outside covering, the slip sheet that goes with it. This very Kirby-esque art that's got the nice design to it, the little Kirby crackle. It's a huge box. We can see way bigger than the normal Mezco 112 collective box. It is for collectors by collectors. And super excited about this. Black Bolt and Lockjaw in their own set. Just do some side art. Side art is pretty awesome. Just everything about this package has me so excited to show things off. Let's go with the box. The art extends to the box. We can see more Black Bolt and Lockjaw on the box as well. I mean, this is probably one of the nicer displays, I think, of Mezco toy figures. Really impressed with it. I mean, the box alone just knocks it out of the park. So, really, really cool. As you can see, it's a huge box. This is really, really big. 2 figures. We're going to go through and we're going to show things off. First up, we got the packaging. Underneath the foam is where Lockjaw is. And then, of course, we got Black Bolt over here. So we're going to go and first describe Lockjaw, show him off. He's got some batteries. I don't know if the batteries come with it, but we're about to find out. To go from there as the instructions for putting the batteries in Lockjaw, but we want to get the full effect, so hopefully there's batteries in here that we can enjoy the full figure. So next up, let's actually look. Alright, so first up we're going to look at Lockjaw. Now this is honestly, out of the two, between Black Bolt and Lockjaw is the figure I really was looking forward to, just because it's Lockjaw. Lockjaw is a, dog that can transport through distances. It's pretty awesome. Now, what I wasn't expecting was this figure to be so amazing. It really is, I think, one of the best things that Mezco has released, which is saying something, especially since it's, just a one-piece figure, the accessories, all that. Like, this figure blows it away. The articulation's amazing. I think the detail's amazing. And this might be the first figure that I've, really played with. And that's partially because Graphic Progeny, the 2-year-old little child that has been on some of our videos, has fallen in love with Lockjaw. It is her doggy, and she likes playing with her doggy. So Lockjaw's been out and about, running around and enjoying themselves in Graphic Policy headquarters. So the figure is fantastic. Let's just talk about the articulation here. I think what Mezco done is absolutely amazing. We can see here the legs movement is impressive. Really allowing for tons of positions. The articulation, I think, is so cool. We can see all the movement that's going on throughout, and even the legs go out a bit too. It really just gives tons of ability for you to move around the figure. I mean, it really kind of has this weird articulate, like an animatronic vibe about it as far as the articulation. Kind of old, to me, old school, like Jim Henson puppet vibe to it. That's not a bad thing at all. It's actually meant to be a compliment. The details on the figure I think, are fantastic. Down from even the paws, we can see underneath I don't know what the actual term for these are, underneath of the paws of a dog, the rough part. The detail on that is fantastic. It's slightly worn. It looks like it's walked around a bit. This is not some clean design where it's just all black. And then the hair itself is tons of shading. Tons of coloring. It's just, it's so well done. And then the accessory is really cool. So you pop out the head, you can put some batteries in there, and boom, you got Lockjaw lights up, eyes light up. Of course, his little head thing lights up. Really, just very, very cool thing. Nice, simple, gorgeous figure. This is absolutely amazing. To say I'm a fan of this is an understatement. Very popular with the 2-year-old set. Had to have talked her out of taking it to places she should not have many, many times. She rarely likes to not be around Lockjaw, which is part of the reason that the delay of this video is because I had to get away from a 2-year-old. Yeah, I'm a meanie. It's so popular, I'm actually contemplating getting a second set just so she can play with Lockjaw herself. This is just an impressive figure. Really cool, really cute. I don't have my 112 figures on display. I would be tempted to put Lockjaw on display because I just think it's such a cool looking figure to have out there. So just really impressive. I mean, the folds on it, just everything about it just is unreal and unbelievable. I mean, this is top-notch stuff. I really, really like it, and it's heavy. Like, you can do some damage with this figure. Like, this alone, I would buy this figure alone if Mezco was to release it. Like, forget Black Bolt part of it. Like, we're not even getting to there yet. I would just get it for Lockjaw, because I think it's that cool and that awesome. So, kudos to them. First part, A+. Loving this. You got the package that's amazing. Lockjaw's amazing. Now the next up is, how's Black Bolt? Alright, we've shown the packaging. We've shown Lockjaw. Next up is Black Bolt himself. The head of the Inhumans, the king of the Inhumans, Black Bolt, is, going to be the draw for quite a few people. I think Lockjaw alone is the draw, but, where one is the other. Alright, so underneath we get a little bit of accessory. I'm going with this is supposed to be his Scream personify, or not really personify, given physical form of the cone. So that'll be kind of interesting to see how that kind of attaches to the figure. And of course we've got the base there. Underneath all that was this as well, which was another base for, I'm guessing, supposed to be for Lockjaw. The batteries went there. That was at the bottom of the complete set. But let's go with Black Bolt himself and see if he can live up to the awesomeness that is Lockjaw. And I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be a tough one. The figure's really nice. Let's go with the normal. First, we'll do the stand. I always like to do my stand tests, and we'll see how well he stands on his own. All right, no need for base, nothing. We got Black Bolt standing, so this is a good thing. All right, let's do the test of the actual figure as far as movement. We get the normal ankle movements, which is good. The knee's got that double join, which we see pretty regular. There's nothing at the shin, nothing at the upper leg. Hip is normal movement, I think. Does have some movement at the waist, or some bend at the waist. Just the base, there's nothing else on there. Arms are going to be normal. Nothing unexpected there. Even with the design underneath, you're kind of a little limited on that, but I mean, that would be normal movement, right? Like, let's see if we can go all the way up. We can go all the way up, so that's pretty normal movement as far as that. And then wrist, normal bend on the wrist, and then head is the normal movement there. Alright, so as far as articulation, the figure is pretty normal when it comes to that. Design of the figure, I mean, it looks like Black Bolt. Like, it's a good design of Black Bolt. I'm not going to complain at all. Very solid depiction overall. Like, you got the full black design, the boots, the bodysuit, the bluish bolts around him, I guess, and then the weird flying things that makes him look like a Silverhawk. I never quite understood him. And then, of course, his top, I forgot what this is, what the actual term for this is. I feel like they discussed it at some point. Whatever that is. So, like, overall, it's a good figure. The eyes, all that. Like, it's a very plain, basic figure, but it really is a good depiction of the character. So you can't knock it too much. There is, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 hands, but, like, no other accessories other than the Scream thing, which we'll do in a bit. And then an extra head. So let's do the head because it looks like the Scream attaches to the head. The hands I'm not going to do. They're normal hands. You got the various different kind of versions of them. Open, closed, all that. Unless we need to do it for the Scream. We can see there. We can see him actually kind of doing the Scream. So let's see how that goes. So, alright, so it looks like there's a hole here. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm digging how they're doing this. So I'm going to guess. Alright, so I think this would be how you do it. I'm going to say I'm kind of on this right now. Black Bolt itself, a little bit disappointing. Not in like a horrible way. So I guess that would be kind of it. I mean, it's a little weird. So I would think this is how you would do it, because the other hands don't seem to grip like that the proper way. Yeah, so like this hand that has a grip, you can't really put the finger in. So I'm going to go with no on that. I'm doing it the other side. I mean, I guess you can do it. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see what happens when we do this and get a little creative. I mean, the problem is, no matter how you do it, it looks like he's like gripping on this cone and holding it up to his mouth, which is a little weird. So I'm gonna go with the black bolt figure itself. Yeah, like that doesn't grip it on very well. So let's go with this hand. Unless there's something like I'm missing from somewhere. I mean, that sticks a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not seeing like any other parts. Okay, so let's put this hand back. Keep in mind, I also don't look at photos before doing this, because part of this is you should be able to figure out most of this stuff yourself. You shouldn't have to be a rocket scientist to put together gimmicks for action figures. So, I mean, that's kind of it. Yeah, this one I'm a little iffy on. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a little iffy on that. So Lockjaw, I mean, coming out of the two, Lockjaw is the winner. I mean, the Lockjaw is alone worth the set. Getting this just to get Lockjaw. The Black Bolt figure is a little bit much of a bummer. I would have rather had a better gimmick or something else. I don't know. There's got to be a better way to do the mouth scream. The actual face is really, really good. It's the whatever, the voice scream, whatever you want to call it, the sonic scream, that seems to be the issue, which is kind of a bummer overall, because it could be a really cool factor. And the other thing is after seeing the Gambit figure, where things were built into the hands, you wonder why you wouldn't have just gone that route with the figure, especially with something so heavy as the Scream. So, overall, Lockjaw, awesome. Black Bolt, kind of overall. The figure itself is really nice, the gimmick is blah, but even then the figure is, it's a good depiction, just the figure is rather boring. So, a little mix, I would say, on this, but again, I would get it just for Lockjaw, just because it's pretty awesome, if you ask me. So, out now, you can get it. It should probably be in shops soon. Mezco's sending theirs out. They usually get their stuff out a little early. We'll have some links underneath this video where you can purchase yours. Some might be affiliate links, so we'll get a small percentage of that by doing that. You also support our site. But just by watching these videos, support our site, so thank you so much for that. As always, if you're looking for the latest Mezco news, comic news, Marvel news, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep playing with your toys, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.